These words, damn it hurts. On the low, I'm really a dumb. Tight haircut, fresh pair of jeans, sneakers, you don't want none. Walk around with my chest poked out, a dentist, a menace. Talk a lot of stuff, that's why the principal keep me out. I'm always into something, skipping class, smoking, drinking, joyriding, schoolyard, bully, chasing coochie, but coming up with nothing. Ain't that something? So fresh, so clean. Dare a brother to push me if you know what I mean. Been known to throw them things, just ain't built for the school stuff. Ready to quit. Teachers asking me, what do I want to do with my life? I'm making it all right. In a circle of peer pressure. Smoke Virginia Slim to be cool. Smoke a little Dro so I can act a fool. Friends and family holding a mirror to my face, trying to put me back in a godly place. I'm Cool Water, and that was part of the 16 bars to A Good Education Gone Bad album, A High School Dropout. Now the reason why we're doing this, and the reason why I want you to hear me spit that, is so we can start bridging the gap between the classroom and the hip-hop community with the youth that's in the classroom. Most of these teachers just don't understand. I'm going to turn it over to a friend of mine, B. Brown, who specializes in dealing with the youth. And he's going to give you a little insight about what he feels about the parenting, about how the hip-hop youth and the classroom teacher needs to all get a real grasp and understanding of one another so that we can reach back and grab the youth and make them more valuable to the community and society. B. Brown, come talk to him, please.
Yes, sir. I like to hear it. Yo, my name is B. Brown of Bar Rate Entertainment Group. And yo, there's a serious thing going on in our community right now. Everyone talks about there being an attack on rap music, an attack on hip-hop. But here's the thing. Art usually reflects what's going on in society. So that's art imitating life. And I truly believe in that because of some of the social ills that are going on in our community. And it's amazing. In 1978, when the Sugar Hill Gang became a commercial act, as far as that record charting, we have seen the development of hip-hop music and the expressionism in it. And it directly reflects what's going on in our community. So my challenge to all parents, listen to me closely, because I've been in education since 2001, and I deal directly with children that are not doing what they're supposed to do in the classroom or in school in general. We have to love, first and foremost, teach, and discipline our children. So parents, if you're sending your children to school and they are not ready to learn, then why on earth would they come to school and try to learn? So parents, this is a direct challenge to you. We have to love our children, teach our children, and discipline our children. If we do those three things, and we do it ongoing, watch the change, watch the revolution, and watch our public schools, and for that matter, our private schools, continue to improve with different behavior mechanisms in place. Now, Cool Water, come on back in, my brother.
Attention SLC patients, the time is now 6:30 p.m. and the SLC will be closing in 30 minutes at 7 o'clock p.m. Once again, the time is now 6:30 and the SLC will be closing in 30 minutes. Please begin packing your things, printing, and finishing your studying in order to exit the building by this time. Have a great rest of the weekend.
Cool Water, my brother. We're together. We have the blog set up. Can you share with the people your blog information?
Well, me personally, I got a degree in education. I have taught in the classroom, and basically my blog is kidscanlearn.blogspot.com. And my whole philosophy is that it's just a real miscommunication between the teacher and the student. You know, most of the teachers are fighting MTV, BET, and other media outlets because the student is being perpetuated with this information. So the kids come to school kind of unruly, undisciplined, and really not ready to receive the education or the information that they're receiving, because in their mind they're thinking, hey, I can get it quick over here because I've seen somebody over here get it quick on MTV or BET Cribs or what have you, when they don't really understand that they got to work and put in the time to make things happen. So what my challenge is to all educators, all teachers, whomever else in the school system is instead of condemning the student, take your time to go learn about what it is that they're doing so you can communicate with them on the level that they on. Because my philosophy, every child will respect you, honor you, and love you if they see that you giving them the same thing. And the number one issue is you got to have that discipline. That discipline got to be there because most of them ain't getting it at home. You got to put your foot down with these kids. And if you hard on them, but you hard on them through love, then they're going to come back and they're going to honor your request, your respect about what it is you need to do. Now, it's you got to have that chemistry and that flavor with them to be able to communicate with them on their level. Sometimes you got to talk slang. So that's the only way you can reach them, But then you could come back and correct them and show them that, okay, this is how we this is what proper English is and how you use it and the way you would communicate across to other individuals. You got to be able to play the game. I created a CD and the slogan is, you got to learn the system to be successful with anything. Well, in the classroom, you got to learn the system of how the classroom works, how the school works to be successful in anything. If most of you educators are not taking enough initiative to go out and understand what it is that you up against, because that's what you battling against, a viable entity, not to disgrace any channel via outlets like a BET, an MTV, a VH1, or what have you. None of them, because they got to make their money too. But you got to understand what you up against, and you got to know how to combat that so that you can desensitize some of what you see or what they're seeing, the students in the classroom are seeing on a day-to-day basis. Because somebody got to tell them the truth. Everybody can't ride in a Bentley. Everybody ain't going to make $200 million. Everybody not going to have all the women. You got to be able to give it to them on a level that they able to understand. And then you got to really come back and educate them and say, now look, if you want that, this is the steps and the process that you got to go to get it. It's going to take some late nights. It's going to take some planning. It's going to take some leg work. It's going to take some work. Because most of the kids, the adolescents, especially in some of our elementary students and so on and so forth, they only see the glory of what's being perpetuated on the television. Then, and if you see somebody ride nice and he got a bunch of women, you think that, well, that's the lifestyle. That's how it's supposed to go. And what I'm saying to y'all as educators, me myself, who has a degree in education and has taught in the classroom, is that you got to give these kids some truth. Stop sugarcoating. We know they out there having sex. So stop playing like they not. We know they out there drinking, smoking. Stop playing like they not. Give them the real. Look, man, if you doing that, this is the repercussions that come with doing that. If you want to be grown and you want to live in the fast lane, this is what's going to happen if you do this. Let me show you a viable alternative way so that you don't get caught up in the hype. Because peer pressure is real. And I don't think a lot of people are really understanding that. These kids are dealing with a lot of pressure. And most of the parents, it's 80-70% of the women raising the children in the house with their single parents.
Bottom line.
They not home. So because they're not home, they're getting raised by the radio, the television, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And they always want to blame it on hip-hop. They always want to blame it on, the misogynistic lyrics and so on and so forth. I mean, no matter how you flip it, you're going to always have somebody that's considered a slut, a hoe, a B, or whatever, on any level, in any valuable entity, whether it's corporate, whether it's entertainment, whether it's sports. It's going to always be some entity that is going to have some kind of outlook and maybe some small respect for the female culture. But the female culture has to also understand that they have a responsibility too. Put some clothes on. You understand what I'm saying? Put some clothes on so that the man that's looking at you ain't getting the misconception that he can come in and sleep with you easily because you got your breast hanging out. Or your rear end is hanging out. Or you showing your navel. You don't want to be disrespected. So then change your end and make it so that when we see you or we sit down and write a song about you, all we going to see is that you a queen, a beautiful, attractive woman of whatever nationality that you are. And I think that's what, people got to, understand that you can't, you want to point the finger. You want to attack the youth. You want to attack rap music. You want to attack whomever it is for the issues that's going on with our youth. And it's not necessarily, to me, the entertainment industry, they have a responsibility, but their job is really not to raise our children.